what you see here is one of my personal favorite actors. And his name happens to be Lance Reddick. I'll say that again. Lance Reddick. Now, one of the reasons why Lance Reddick is one of my favorite actors is because he displayed an incredible acting range, whether he was in John Wick or he was in my favorite series of all time, The Wire. But Lance is an incredible guy. I mean, an incredible black actor. Now, what you see right here is his beautiful bride. His bride. I believe this was one of their wedding photos on their wedding day. Now, look at her and look at him and look how in love and how much he really, really cares for her. Now, Lance passed away at 60 years old. I believe I got that right. 60 years old. Far too young. Far too young. Immediately, I went ahead and parked my car 2 miles away, and I walked into work. I said, let me go ahead and stay on this fitness journey. Let me go ahead and stay focused on making sure that I get the most out of this life, because there's no reason for me to actually make a whole lot of money if I can't live long enough to truly enjoy it and spend it. That's one of the reasons why I blow this money. My dad didn't get a chance to be able to live the life that I live. He didn't get a chance to really, really experience it to the spaces that I'm experiencing it. And so I'm going to make it. I'm going to stack it. I'm going to invest it. I'm going to continue to grow it, but I'm also going to enjoy it. It's a tool. It's meant for you to be able to, enjoy and use. But let's get back to Lance. And so Lance, great actor, did some incredible roles, had an outpouring of support from his friends and celebrities alike, including Halle Berry and many, many more. But Lance received a ton of backlash from what I like to identify as the trash portion of the culture. Let me say that one more time. The trash portion of the culture. Now, Anton, why would you continue to call black culture trash in the places that we celebrate the most? Because the first thing that I seen when I pulled up Twitter, now I don't follow anybody on Twitter, but I look at the trends. And then I looked on Instagram, and I even looked at some videos. I mean, there was some videos and some live streams. Well, I shall keep that nameless. But there was some videos, and instead of them wishing him well, trying to understand how it is that he passed away, to celebrate his iconic film biography, and to highlight how he really dedicated himself to his craft and became great at it, was a good representation of what it is that we need to go after from the black community perspective. The first thing that I hear from these hyenas, and the pictures they didn't pull up this picture, and they never pull up these type of pictures. They only pull up these type of pictures. Now, there's nothing wrong with this picture for me, because it just shows growth, age, whatever. None of us is going to look like we are today. None of us is going to look like we were when we were still 20. We want to be as healthy as possible. We want to continue to grow. But more importantly, forget the health aspect of it. Let's mine out who we are. Let's look at ourselves in the mirror and try to evaluate why we are the way we are and why we have the conversations the way that we have them. The first thing that they're going to identify is the fact that she's a white woman. The second thing that they're going to identify is that she's not an Instagram model, right? Now think about this for a second. Y'all say all the time, and I'm going to show the hypocritical part of your personality. You say all the time, and the number one thing I hear from all of these women is divest, divest, divest. Go and find yourself a white man, anything other than a black man. Cool. I don't care. Have at it. So why should we then hold a dead man accountable, which you wasn't checking for him in the first place? Because trust me, wasn't no woman checking for this black man at all. Wasn't nobody checking for him. You don't know the value that she added into his life. You don't know how much she was there for him. You don't know if he had any underlying health issues. You don't know if they grew up together. You don't know if they was best friends. You don't know if she came into his life and actually added way more value than he did to her. You have no clue whatsoever. But the first thing that you default to is to hold somebody accountable for what it is that they didn't do as far as choosing you, as though you deserved a Lance Reddick in your life. Like you deserved a Lance. Do you deserve a Lance? Do you deserve a Lance? Seriously, ask yourself a question. Do you deserve him just because you're a black woman, or do you deserve him because you are the best available option for him and you're going to continue to add value into whatever it is that he's already on his journey to doing? But here's the real thing. I'm not even going to go that route because I'm going to mine that out all week. Here's the other side of the conversation, though. High value men, and this all comes back to the money, because the first thing that y'all resonate with when it comes to high value is not character and all of that other type of stuff. It's about how much money they make, how much prestige they have, and how much pull, visibility, celebrity, credibility, the whole 9 yards. High value men choose and marry regular women that have great personalities, are awesome mothers, phenomenal networking, and just overall sweet-spirited, equally yoked women. I don't know how many times that I got to tell y'all this. Great men look for other intangible assets and things that are great about the women that they rock with, that they choose to have kids with, that they choose to marry, and that celebrate them in their death every single day. Nine times out of 10, when I'm out in the streets, and this is the reason why I continue to give you the blueprint on what it is that you need to look for and how it is that you need to network and why you need to stop dating. Because the minute that you pick up your mobile device and you start scrolling and swiping left and swiping right, you get caught up in the matrix because you're more focused on the thing that does not add the most value to you or is not best for you. Because when given the option to choose for yourself, you choose wrong because you're only looking at the presentation layer and you're not looking at the value add. You've been taught wrong. You've been conditioned wrong. This is why we continue to be in last place. You don't know how to first make yourself the thing that you're looking to attract, and then B, you don't know what to look for as far as great things in a person that could potentially be a great mother for your kids. And so all of y'all are baby mamas, baby daddies, divorced, no value, not actually aligning with the people that's going in the direction that you're going in, and you spend your whole life building this great castle, fortress, financial behemoth, only to run into a chick that ain't offering you nothing but WAP that everybody else already done had, but because she got a BBL and she light-skinned it, you think that she is the woman for you because you don't know how to choose more effectively for yourself. I keep telling you, stop dating, start networking. Stop dating, start networking. Stop dating, start networking. Well, what does networking do, Anton? Well, what networking does is it allows for you to actually align with people that's going in the direction that you're going in. You can see how they react to their parents. You can see what they do for a living. You can see how they act under duress. You can see how they treat their friends, the type of friends that they hang out with, what it is that they do. You can see the characteristics of a good mother or husband or man and all of these other type of things. But you so caught up in the cultural norms that is not best for you. And so as a result, you find yourself still doing the same thing over and over and getting the same bad results. And then you come on these panels and you come in a chat and you complain about modern women and modern men because he had sex with you and then he got you up out of there. And so as a result, You still caught up on aesthetics instead of paying attention to the character. And you still not listening. I've been telling you this for years, and you still single. And you still looking for a man, and you still looking for a wife, and you still trying to understand where it is that you're going wrong. And you still sitting there typing hard in the chat saying, well, how can Anton know about what it means to be able to find a wife in these modern times, and he's been married successfully for the last 19 years? He don't know what's out here. Okay, well, you do it your way. You continue to go off on women like this that continue to get the man that you want. You continue to go off on men like this that continue to be successfully married. And then you do it your way. And then once you bump your head enough and once you've aged out and you have no more options, don't come to us asking us questions on how it is that you need to find a person that more closely aligns with the direction that you're going in, because you're used up. You washed. I told somebody that in church the other day, and they was mad. They were mad. I mean, they were seething. They said, Anton, I'm ready for God to use me. I prayed. You want to know the truth? I'm going to tell you the truth. Chelsea's live line is not going to appreciate what I'm about to say, because Chelsea is very much a spiritual woman. She loves her Jesus. I've went through her content and her channel, and I've mined through her Instagram. The same thing that I do when I'm looking to vet an employee that's trying to get hired for a specific job. I go and look at all of the different things that tells me or gives me a better perspective of who they truly are. And they said, Anton, I'm ready for God to use me. And I prayed about it. I prayed. And I said, you sure, Jesus? And he said, I'm sure, Anton. And you know what he told me? Y'all ain't gonna like this part. You know what he told me? Used up. Like an open rubber. Used up. They didn't. He said they already let the devil get the best of them. I don't want the rest of them. You don't like that, because that ain't what the church is supposed to tell you. Listen, the pastor told you, you can still turn your life over to God, but we have no use for you in the way that you think that you can be useful. Your voice is not to be heard in this space, because the best of your years you gave over to the demons and the devil, and they finessed you and they used you, and they got the best years out of you. They used your box. They used your top. They used your mouth. They used your body. They used your looks. They used everything. I didn't even know. Listen, honest to God, I have no clue what I'm going to say when I get up here. I have no clue. No clue of how this is going to go. The devil used every part of your body. Church, people that's watching this in church, don't turn me down. Don't turn me down right now. You've had somebody's inner workings that come up out of them. Once they orgasm, you had it in every crevice of your body. And you think you could just wipe it away and that's the end of the conversation? After you've been used, your best years, your most impactful, influential years, the best of you, your mouth don't work the way that it used to no more. Your knees is hurting you, arthritic all through your body. You can't run as fast no more. Your voice ain't really resonating no more because everything that you did was for the worse. And now you trying to be a mouthpiece for what not to do by telling somebody what not to do, but not do what you were supposed to do. So you're not a reflection of the thing you're advocating for everybody else to do. You just talking. And now you sitting there in church every day praying, Lord, send me a good man. Now, why would God curse him by sending him to you? You don't think God love him too? He up there praying every day. He doing what he's supposed to do. He went to school. He reserved himself. He ain't got no diseases like you. You sitting there walking around with diseases. You done had every rapper fuck on you and do all of these other type of things. Everybody done had a piece of you. They ran a train on you. They slutted you out when you was younger. They did whatever they wanted to do. They jizzed all over your face and your hair. They used you. They recorded you. You ain't nothing but a bust. Your whole life, Congratulations, you've given yourself over to Jesus. Now shut the fuck up, praise God, sit in the corner, ask where you can move that chair, but you are not to be a mouthpiece because you are used up. They didn't tell you that? Pastor didn't tell you that? He was lying to you? He was doing the Derrick Jackson to you? He was telling you what you wanted to hear so that you can continue to put more money in the offering cup instead of telling you the truth? You used, abused. You like Black China trying to get your face dissolved now. You getting your butt implants taken out. Everybody done had you. And now he's supposed to, A, give you over to this good old man that did what he was supposed to do his whole life because you can't find no good men. Well, guess what? Good men can't find no good women because you ain't one of them. Who told you that you was a good woman? Who told you that you was worthy of this prestigious great man that has done all the things that he was supposed to do? Listen. It's a lot of things I give Michelle Obama shit about. It's a lot of things that I can give Michelle Obama shit about. I don't like the way that they advocated for the alphabet community. I don't like a lot of things. But the one thing that you can't say about her is that she ain't got no bodies on her rap sheet. And her past is largely without spot, wrinkle, or blemish as far as how it was that the streets wanted to put her possible hands on. No, she was the good girl. She went to school. She took care of business. She held her husband down. She raised her children and all of this other type of stuff. And listen, I'm an equal accountability smoke giver and credit giver. So I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I may not like his policies. I may not like the way that he governed, but the one thing that you can't say is that she specifically was for the streets. And you sit here, you whine, you complain, you talk all of this stuff every single day, and everybody is supposed to just acquiesce over into your demands because you said so, because you got a loud voice. You loud, you rude, you ugly, you stupid, you for the streets. Everybody done hit it. Everybody done bust it down. You don't have any value. Your job is trash. You got a bunch of student loan debt, so anybody that marries you is going to have to inherit that. Your parents, your mama is out of control. Your daddy is a simp. Everything about everything that you're doing is not conducive for somebody to come into your life and wipe you up. And you sitting here and have the nerve to talk about a woman that actually was able to become a wife. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear nothing from you. We don't want to hear nothing from you. Shut up, raise your kids, put them little munchkins, get them up out of the house before you start dating again. I don't advocate for any woman to start dating until their kids is big. Figure out how you can co-parent or get back with your baby daddy. Fix it. Fix your own household. Get the beam out of your own eye before you start giving advice on how it is that other people are supposed to be moving. What y'all sitting here taking advice from single people that don't even know what the fuck they do? They can't even hold down a relationship. They got multiple kids by multiple different people, and they trying to give you advice on how it is that you're supposed to live your life. And you got the nerve to say anything to me? Shut the fuck up, be quiet, sit down, take notes, get your pen and pad or your Apple Notes, take notes on how it is that we do things successfully, and then maybe you can learn something. And maybe you can show yourself worthy. First be faithful in little, and then you'll be ruler over much. That's a scripture. But God can't use what the devil done already discarded. The devil don't even want you no more. He can't even get no more money out of you. Your pimp done pimped you out. The devil done pimped you out, and now you want to come over here and say, God is trying to tell you something. No. He's not telling you anything. Your instructions are different than my instructions. Sorry to break it to you. I'm sorry to tell you the truth. Somebody should have told you the truth. I'm the daddy that you never had. I'm the person that's going to tell you the absolute positive truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to make you feel good about it. I'm not going to tell you the thing that you want to hear. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. Anton is the darkest angel. Anton, somebody told me this weekend, we don't like the way you talk to us. Well, I don't like the way you fucking open your legs up to the rest of the world. So I guess we even.